Welcome to day 2 of 40 seconds for 40 days. There's a fantastic medrash that talks about how when the people of the world were sinning in the generation of the flood, that all of the angels came to Hashem, or many angels came to Hashem and said, "What are you doing with this creation? Why are you allowing them to get away with these things? Just destroy them. Better that we should not have mankind than to have to suffer through this horrible sinning that they are doing right now." And says Hashem, you don't understand. What these human creations have that you don't have is an evil inclination. And if you were to feel the evil inclination for a moment, you'd understand just how difficult it is to overcome when sometimes you are lusting after something. And therefore, says Hashem, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send you down to the world. And as you experience life, you'll understand that humanity is actually incredibly strong, given all the taivut, given all the desires that come to them. And says the Medrash that this is who the Nefilim were, right? We learn about this interesting group of individuals, these Nefilim, in Bereshis, and we don't fully understand who they were, what they are, but says the Medrash they were these converted angels, angels who were humanized in a sense. And the Medrash tells us that the Nephilim went crazy. They had no idea how to control their urges because they were angels but in human bodies, and so now they got the evil inclination but they didn't know how to grapple with it. And says the Medrash that they were going all over the place, they were attacking women. It was a horrific time, but finally there was an incident. The Medrash tells us that one of the Nephilim came over to a woman and he wanted to defile her, and she said, okay, but give me your wings first. And she got his wings, and then she was able to fly up to heaven. She flew up to heaven, says the Medrash. She spoke to Hashem and told Hashem what was happening and how he needed to save the people of the world, and how she needed to be saved. And the Medrash says that she became the Mazel of Elul. Now, a lot in this medrash doesn't actually register for the general human mind, and so we'll take it just for what it is right now. But want to point out one small thing in particular, and that is we see that what is the mazel, what is the mystical representation of the month of Elul. There's a woman who was about to be involved in a horrific sin with this individual among the Nefilim who was about to defile her. But she is the symbol of the month of Elul. We come to understand that the moment that a person is about to be involved in some sort of a sin, that in essence is the root of what Elul is all about. When a person is on the cusp of doing something wrong, it's almost impossible to turn back from that. But also we understand that individuals who have almost done something wrong, that is the greatest form of a Baal Teshuva. Someone who almost does something but doesn't actually do it, or perhaps another alternative is someone who has done something wrong in the past but now decides not to do it, knowing how good it may feel to do X, Y, and Z. That is the essence of Elul. Understanding that we are human, understanding that desire and sin is a part of our lives, but recognizing that we have the strength and the ability to turn ourselves back from all that. Hashem should give us the strength to turn away from sin, turn away from those urges that are so natural within us, and to be able to move towards a state of our lives in which we turn only towards the positive and, God willing, not the negative. Wishing everyone a beautiful day.